Well, it's a couple of days late 'cause I've had no Wi-Fi at all in this house, but it's here. The day after review, we're back, and it's a 4-0 win for Manchester City. Wow. Truly just, the Premier League is back, and it couldn't be better. It was a stunning display, it really was. Like, let's just talk about that. Like, I feel like jumping straight into the stats, just because it was beautiful. But no, let's talk about the players, because, well, actually, no. Let's talk about the players, because the players themselves, everybody played a part. Everyone was amazing, and it felt like the City of old. From what we saw last season, it was much different. Because it just felt like the team clicked. We actually had some sort of cohesion going on. It felt like overall everyone did their job, and it was just free flowing City again, and I just couldn't be happier. So let's do it. The day after review. Let's kick it off with the player ratings. So let's start with not too negative, but let's start with Jeremy Doku. So, a 6.6 foot mob's given him. I thought he did it alright. 18 out of 19 passes. I think it wasn't the greatest game from Doku, if we're honest. I felt like, does it have his dribbles and stuff? Yeah, 1 out of 3. I just felt like, I don't know, it didn't feel like there was really much output coming from him, if I'm honest. I felt in that first half, I wasn't really too sold on sort of how he was playing. I feel like we could have seen a lot more from him. I still think there's a lot more to come from Doku, so I'm not giving up on him. But definitely wasn't the sort of best of performances, judging based on how other players sort of did in that game. But nonetheless, he was still part of the team, and we won 4-0. So I'm not going to critique him too bad. But yeah, definitely one of the weakest sort of players out there. But still a lot to come from him, and I'm still fully confident that he's going to do great this season because I'm a big Jeremy Doku fan. I think he's a great player. He's got a lot more to offer as sort of the season goes. So I'll back him. But yeah, sort of one of the weaker links really at the weekend. But he'll go from there. The man himself, the man himself, Erling Haaland, 8.9 rating, and he was just sensational. The first goal was just textbook Haaland, there when you need him, just back post, knock it in. That's his job. His job is put the ball in the back of the net, and he did that. And the second goal, sublime. Sublime. Just beautiful. Like, what more do you want from him? 2 goals in the game. One classic, just be there in the right position. So people will call that a tapping. And so, yeah, what if it is a tapping? But he's there. That's what you need. So many teams would be desperate for a player like Haaland to get the back post and just be there and to just have the other players know that he will be there. And that's what Haaland offers, and it's perfect. And that second goal was just typical, just hit it, bang, it's going to go in because it's Haaland. So, perfect game. Probably a deserved man of the match. 2 goals, sensational game from him. Couldn't be happier. And yeah, I think he'll keep. I think this could be a really good season for. I mean, I say that like his other 3 haven't been just as incredible, but no, I really think this season's going to be. I think we could see treble Haaland again. I think we really will see similar Haaland to season 1. Oscar Bob. Now, the guy's brilliant. I absolutely love him to pieces. Last season should have been his breakout year, but obviously he broke his leg sadly. No pun intended. Um, but the lad is just amazing. I absolutely love Bob to pieces. I mean, he got the assist, brilliant stuff. That one dribble he did in the first half, I don't know, it was some point in the first half where he just took it and it was like the ball was glued to his feet. He was absolutely incredible. He's definitely one to watch this season, 100%. I think he's an absolutely great player. And yeah, he's 22 now. I think he's in his. He's gonna hit the ground running, and I think this could be a really big season for the lad. I mean, he played full 90, an 8 match rating, and an assist. Pep trusts him enough clearly, and that's all that matters. Bernardo Silva, the captain. Again, I think he sort of slides into the sort of Doku sort of region where he was all right. He was good. He sort of kept control as he does, but against sort of the wondrous realm of the rest of the players, he sort of hides out in the shadows a bit. But again, nothing to complain about. A 7.3 is deserved. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't quite there. He wasn't quite. was gonna say it wasn't quite the Bernardo we're used to, but he's getting. He's only 31, I suppose, but still he's getting on a bit now, and like I feel like he's slowly starting to slow down a bit as time passes. But I'm still fully backing Bernardo Silva. You know, he's the club captain now. I completely back him. I think he's a great guy. So yeah, Bernardo Silva, genius, still a genius player. You still see clips of his genius every now and then, as well as the occasional hoof the ball in the air and we'll see where it goes. But apart from that, love him pieces. So Bernardo, great stuff from you, lad. Nico Gonzalez. Wow, how many player facts do they need on him? Jesus, what? What? Complete the most dribbles, complete the most passes, covered the most distance, most fouls, and won the most duels. 11 duels won. Yeah, no, I thought he was good, but not this good. Wow, what a lad. Yeah, no, honestly, I think he could be a surprise one to watch. I think a midfield of Rodri, Reinders, and Nico Gonzalez. Like, imagine Nico maybe where Bernardo is, or even Rodri there. Let Rodri push on or something. I don't know. It's up to Pep really, but I think Nico is going to be a surprise package this year. I think he is. I think a lot of people thought he was falling out of favour with Pep, but no, I think this could be a really good year for him. It's just the fact that when Rodri can't play, we have him, and I feel that's what we were missing last season. Even though we had him for half a year, I think he's sort of moulded into the squad now. And it's one of them where you feel a bit more at ease now when Rodri can't play because we have someone like Nico, and I think he's going to be great. So I'll be interested to see what maybe a double pivot of Nico Rodri's like at some point. That could be a good thing to sort of trial. But we'll see what happens. But no, really, really impressed with Gonzalez. I think he went very under the radar with how good he was at the weekend. Tierney Reinders. Is he my man of the match over Haaland? Maybe I might need to backtrack and say that, because wow, this guy was brilliant. I mean, he lost the most duels. He lost 10 duels, but we're not stat merchants. We're not stat merchants, even though we were 10 minutes ago with Nico, but we're not stat merchants. Beautiful game from him. His play for the goal, his play for the what was it, the first goal? Yeah, over the top to Rico, the cut. That pass was beautiful. His goal himself was just amazing. Took it on himself, just got pure confidence, hit it, beautiful, and then got himself an assist as well, which was great. So, what a player! I think we've got an absolute gem in Tierney Reinders. He's 27. He's in his prime years. We're gonna have a good couple of years out of this guy, probably more. We're gonna see the peak of Reinders. I think we bought him in such a good position that I think we're going to have a really, really good player now for years to come. Yeah, I'm really impressed with how he's going to sort of mould into the squad under Pep. I think we've got a really good player on our hands. I think the midfield just seems a lot more stronger now. I think with the likes of Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, Tierney Reinders, I think we have a midfield. Because before it was like we were relying on Kovacic or Gundogan, who, no offence to them, they're not quite. They're sort of getting to the ends of their careers now. Whereas these are like, Gonzalez is 23, Reinders is 27. We've got peak prime players now in the midfield running the show, and it's brilliant to see. So, I'm very confident. Rico Lewis really surprised me. I thought he was good. I thought he was really good. When I saw he was on the team sheet, I was a little bit like, okay, fair enough, not Nunes, okay. But, no, I think he was really good. I was really good to see Lewis back on the team because I feel like he sort of dropped out the team last year, and when he did play, it felt like he was just getting ganged on. I felt like he was always the weak link. But no, I thought he was really good. Really good to see. Good player. So got his confidence back. New haircut. Good to see. Johnny Stones again. Not much to come in the defence as much really because Wolves didn't. They had a couple of moments to be fair. Like that Stones made a great block. Let's not deny that. Stones did a great block in the first half. That was good. There was the offside goal that they scored. I'll be brutalist. I can't remember off the top of my head who was really at fault for their goal. Obviously it was ruled offside, so it's like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it was just a little bit case of not much to really do. Maybe just the odd scare here and there in the first half, but really nothing to really nitpick about. I think there was a solid play from them. They got themselves forward, great defence. I'm more than happy with them. Really, just I'll package them all into one thing. Ait Nouri was good though. Ain't no, he was good. I thought he was really good, especially against like his former club like this. I thought he was quite a good player. So the whole back line, I'm happy with. It feels like Ruben's back to his best. Johnny survives 80 minutes without getting injured. Ain't Nuri looks like a really good signing to come. And Rico looks like he's moulding himself now into just a proper player. He's 20 years old now. He's moulding himself into a senior player. So, really, really good things to see. And James Trafford. Wow. What a guy. An 8.6. Go on, son. I mean, a few of the saves he made were pretty good saves. What was the XG on the shots? Not as high as I expected, I'll be honest. But still, good player. I think he's a good looking player. I think this is. Pause. I think he's going to be someone that's going to be really good. I think I could definitely see sort of Edison training him up and sort of him becoming the new number one. That is definitely something that I think we're planning, and I think that would be a good thing to see because I'd be more than happy to. You know, he's had a few years away from City now, had life in the Championship and stuff like that. Where's he been? Where's he been? Sorry, has he been Bolton, Burnley? So maybe he was somewhere else, unless I'm going mad. But no, Bolton and Burnley had a couple of stints at, and yeah, I think he's really had some good time where to really train himself up. He was the best goalkeeper in the Championship last year. So yeah, and to get a start like that, like just, here you go, we've brought you back. Bang! Here's 90 minutes in the Premier League, clean sheet. Brilliant stuff, Trafford. Love to see it. So yeah, start 11 was just great. On to the subs, which not much to really say about the subs. I'll be real. Actually, apart from one, Mateus Nunes came on, did a good job as you'd expect. Nico Riley, nothing to really complain about. Same with Omar Marmoush, nothing to complain about, nothing to phone home. Rayan Cherki, though, 73rd minute comes on and scores a beautiful goal. He is a special, special guy. I think he's really good. I'm looking forward to him. I think he's another one where if we can mould him into a really, really good attacker, he will be something special. Like, I stick him up front somewhere. Like, I don't know. It's hard to find where you. Oh, this is the problem now. Where do you put players in this squad? It's an uncomfortable conversation. So let's say do you drop Doku for Cherky? Can he play on the left? I don't know. But then it opens up the question: where does Foden go? Do you swap Bernardo for Foden? Put Foden there. Let's say we do that. Cherky there, Foden there. Still got Rodri. You drop Nico after a sensational performance like this? For a Ballon d'Or winner, maybe. But I think that could be. Do you reckon? I wonder what that would be like. Cherky, Haaland, Bob, all just brilliant, sprightly young talents flying up front. Foden, Rodri, Reinders, just a brilliant, brilliant balanced midfield. And then the defence, who knows? But no, I thought he was really good. Really, really impressed. I mean, his goal was just like. It just shows like what a player who's like who you give someone the keys like that to just have the freedom to do that. It's brilliant. So good to see, really good to see. And then Kusanov came on as well, and he was the fastest player, 33.9 kilometers an hour. Good lad, go on son. But yeah, really happy, really happy with that. On to the stats now, as expected. Obviously, yeah, they did have quite a few sort of attempts, really, but like I say, there was nothing really worrying, to say the least. There was like obviously a couple of scares here and there, but like their offside goal that they scored, which shouldn't have happened really, and then a few chances here on the right hand side, but mostly just good block by the defence. You know, Trafford was there, just showed courage. It was brilliant to see, and then obviously we had very good chances and we took them. Good to see, good to see. So like I already said, and as you could blow, or blow. Ooh, their long balls were more accurate. Yeah, because they play long ball football. Jog on. What more can I say? Other than it's a 4-0 win, and we're there, top of the table, where we belong. Look at that. Look at that. Title race with Sunderland. We've got to play Tottenham. They've got to play Burnley. Hey, you never know. They could go top. You know. Oh, get a bit shaky in the title race. But yeah. What are they doing down there? But yeah, brilliant stuff. Good to see. And yeah, on to the next one. Tottenham now at the weekend. Can't wait to. Oh, I'm gonna love that. Oh, I've missed the Etihad. There's nothing like the first home game of the season because you miss that place. You miss that gorgeous stadium. Shame it's 12:30 though. Who came up with that? Eh? But yeah, beautiful. Cannot wait to get back to the Etihad. Peter Banks is the ref. Let's have it. We're missing a few players. They're missing a few. It is ridiculous. Like, how are we missing both missing 8 players, and the season's just started, and we're already the 16 players are missing this game now. Like, how is that? The season's just started, for crying out loud. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that, shall we? 12:30 kick up against Tottenham. I'll see you on the 24th for the day after review of hopefully another successful win. Another 4-0 would be nice, but you know we can't have everything in life. But we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed we're on 6 points and there's good things to come. Come on, City, let's do this.